Hey customizers, welcome to the next episode of Talking Hands Customs. To all my subscribers, what's going on? And if you're new to the channel, what's going on? We're not actually going to be doing a custom this time. We're going to be talking about a package that just came in, so to speak. And I wanted to share it with all of you. I said, I'm going to unwrap this stuff, and isn't this so cool? But why would I unwrap it by myself when I can unwrap it with all of you? So let's have a peek about what came in. And this is from Super 7. So first things first, we got nicely packed stuff. One figure in the bubble wrap, the rest in a box, and I'll show you what I mean. And there he is. Figure Uno, Lieutenant Falcon. Looking very nice with his shotgun. And he has a backpack. And that's looking pretty dope. Let's see if we can get a little focused in on there. Look at that. That is fantastic. Loving it, loving it. If you didn't see my video before about reviewing some Super 7 Reaction Plus figures, go have a peek. If you don't feel like it, well, we'll just talk about these ones now anyway. There's that lovely, lovely peach file card. And now these card backs are getting quite full, eh? Just like the other initial series here, you only had a few out. Now we're getting more and more, and the roster's getting bigger. These Fatal Fluffies, who knew, eh? Who knew that they would be that fantastic? These are amazing. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to crack him open. I'm going to open him up with all of you. And look at that card art. So whoever did the card art on that, well done. So let's give him a little crack open here. Because you know what, we got to open them. If we're going to make custom vehicles, they need drivers. They need crew. They need Lieutenant Falcon. And say what you will about the movie. I'm a fan. I mean, I like G.I. Joe. There's a little sci-fi, yeah, but I'm a little sci-fi, so I dig it. And I like the comic too. But, oh, look at that. That is nice. Look at that crook neck flashlight on the leg there. Pocket full of something you probably shouldn't have in there. Nice camouflage done. Yeah, new plastic. I dig the feel. The antenna for his radio pack is actually a different color than the pack itself. I like that. It's like a little change in color just to draw the attention, show you that they were paying attention to detail. And he holds that shotgun like a champ. That used to be such a big thing for me when I was a kid, eh? Just if it didn't hold the weapons properly, it was an immediate turn off. Of course, I didn't use the word turn off when I was a kid. Like a bummer, because things were gnarly and radical back then, I guess. But anyway, there you go. I quite like that. I like that a lot. There's Lieutenant Falcon. Okay, so let's see who else is here. Looking good, LT. Of course, we'll be cutting out that card later. And here's what I mean by that other box. The shipping box came with figures in a inner box. If that's a conundrum or something, I don't know. Let's not use that. There we go. I know I've been putting out many videos lately, but I've got other hobbies and other stuff, and I'm teaching myself how to 3D draw so that way I can make G.I. Joe parts for vehicles. Oh, this is gorgeous. We got a box chock full of people. So let's see who's in the mail here. Whoa. Arctic Cobra Commander. Now, I've seen a couple of reviews, and I know some people are thinking the jacket thing here is a little funky. I like it because I don't want that complete skirt, if you will, with like where it's got the press fit in the back or whatever. I hate that. I don't mind that it's molded on the legs because I get it. It's his coat, it's split up the bottom just like it is there, and that's how it translates into a figure. And with something like a Cobra Wolf, we have the need for Arctic versions of all these characters. And I know it's based off the movie and everything, but I mean, winter happens once a year, right? Especially, well, here it happens all year, but yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is gorgeous. There's your roster there. And man, look at the artwork. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. And I'm so glad I got to share this with you guys. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're on the fence about these, I would say go for it because, especially if you're still cracking out customs, you need them. You need drivers. It's a great way to get them. And the prices are still pretty good. Yeah, so you see there? It's a molded part of the plastic. See if I can get this to focus. There you go. See his jag? We're looking right at the gooch, pardon me. The coat is molded as part of his legs, and I don't mind that whatsoever. Yeah, not at all. I think it's in universe, if you will. On point, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's really nicely done. He's even got the detail there under the, there we go, focus. He's even got the detail there under the jacket collar. You can still see his Cobra Commander uniform underneath it. I think that's fantastic. And he's got Arctic boots on. His blaster pistol is more in line with what you saw in the movie too, which is very cool. Some people have said, and they are correct, these handles are a little big. So there's a little bit of an issue with compatibility between these new ones and the older ones. I don't mind that so much, especially in the case of Lieutenant Falcon where he comes with his own backpack. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. And I don't know if they've shrunk these holes on the later versions or not. Silly me, just cracking this open. Maybe I'll go grab a regular backpack. That hole looks almost smaller, regular size. In my review video, I showed that some of the holes were bigger, so to speak. But look at that. He's even got pockets molded on there. He's got pockets molded on his jacket. Well done, sir. And again, kudos to whoever did the art. That looks fantastic. Well done. Right in the nostalgia right there. Look at that. I just love it, hey? I mean, who didn't go nuts for the G.I. Joe logo like that on the black background? Totally awesome. Totally awesome. Okay. It's like show and tell. I love it. Who else we got next? Oh, yeah, we got Duke. Oh, the man. I've got that book by Mark Bellomo. Well, I've got two copies of it, the second and third edition or whatever they are. And they talk about Hasbro's unique relationship or whatever with Duke. And they always start to kill him off. Or they keep changing him. I don't know what was wrong with him. I mean, real American hero right there. Like, yeah. Oh, well, different strokes for different folks. He comes with that headband thing where he gets brain porked in that episode, you know, with the big guy who's also available here. Let's see if he's in the back here. Yeah, there he is. And he has to fight that guy remote control by Destro. Super cool. Fatal Fluffy. Oh, look at that. I mean, the artwork, awesome. And I like that it's different. It's not just a repro of the same artwork from back in the day. Love that stuff. No question. Love the original art for all of it. No question. But I love the fact that because even though they're going kind of retro and redoing it, it's new. I love that. Fantastic. Creativity. I dig it. All right, let's pop them off here. All right, it comes with my favorite G.I. Joe accessory. I wish all the Joes, I love that back in the day they came with all the different weapons. I just wish they came with this one as well. When I was collecting the modern line of G.I. Joes and some of the other, like obviously the vintage O-ring G.I. Joes, I would buy as many of those as I could. Oh, get out of there. Oh, don't be naughty. There, Daddy's got you. I would buy as many of those as I can because while I love the different accessories and stuff, I like the XMLR or whatever it's called, the laser rifle. It's just iconic G.I. Joe, much like that kind of grease gun thing is for Cobra dudes. And there he is, you know, kind of looking Rambo, kind of looking hippie, a little bit of mind control. Isn't it the same thing? I mean, who are we kidding? Hippies and mind control. So there you go. Let's get that boomstick in there. All right, you primitive screwheads. There we go. Yeah, it's a little tight. I don't mind it. It's more like a Belgian cradle, if you will, than anything else. But there he is, and looking sharp as the Joe guy. I mean, it's Duke. It's Duke. So you got the cartoon style boots. I love it. Well done. All right, who's next? Who's next? Ooh. There we go. Jinx. Jinx, 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 Jinx. And she's got the broken Q-tip thing that she fights Beachhead with. I'm sure it's got a proper name. I promise you, I don't care what it is. Look at that art. Look at that. It's fantastic, eh? She's about to give the old face slap with the top of her foot there and shove these things, who knows where, colonoscopy o'clock. And there she is, Jinx. She's a ninja / she's an intelligence agent. And that's just beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. But let's not look at it too long, because that means she's still in the package. Well, there's the card too, if you want to take a peek. Well done. Look at that. I'm smashing these things all over the place, shaking the camera. If you're getting seasick, well, buckle up, sweetheart. And wow. So there you go. Let's get her off the back here, so to speak. That is so cool. I have the original Jinx figure, I think, still somewhere. And I get it. I dig it. I dig this more. Nice G.I. Joe logo there. Oh, straight out of the movie. Because most of the time, she was like this. You never saw her wearing the mask that she came with the original. Look at the art on the shirt there. That's good. Face is well done. G.I. Joe logo, everybody loves. And of course, I'm going to sneak up behind you and slap you in the face with my foot slippers. Really cool. And these Q-tippy, shovey, sticky, pokey things. Like her blind ninja master used to say, "Ka! The keenest eye is that which looks inward." Super dope. Look at that. Totally cool. Totally cool. I love it. And that's the way Jinx should look. I mean, that's whoever sculpted that. Well done. Well done. But let's put her next to Falcon so they can get all smooshy. But this is a family channel, so not on screen. Okay, who's next? Here we go. We're finishing off this box. Oh yeah, they had some tissue paper in there. That's nice. This one I love. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's make some space here. Yeehaw, partner. When they announced this, I was like, finally. My brother was the one who had the dragonfly, not me. So he had Wild Bill and always did the what in tarnation type accent and all that jazz. But in the cartoon, he always dressed like this. So to have a Wild Bill figure look like the original cartoon character is just dope. I love it. He's got the aviators on, the Ray-Bans. He's rocking that stash like only he can. Got a pistol that almost looks like a pearl-handled revolver. And that little calculator with the big strap on it. Yeah, let's call it that. You can even look at even his mouth. Yeehaw. Check that out. It's like MacGyver meets Chad, but in Texas. I love it. And there's your card back right there. I love that peach color, man. That's so dope. I'm going to cut all these out. And there's your roster. Looking amazing. Yeah, beautiful artwork. Beautiful artwork. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. And if I was starting a G.I. Joe collection from scratch, I would say this is a pretty banging start. Lots of good guys, all fighting that one evil bad guy. Totally dope. Oh yeah, they're in there. A little bit of body English required here, folks. A little bit of body English. Well, we got some other stuff coming up while I'm trying to figure out this plastic here. I've got Iron Grenadiers I still got to show you. I got to show you the other version of Python Patrol. And I got to do a big Night Force jet. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And that's been taking a while to prep. Plus, we need to give Cobra a new vehicle. And that's coming up as well. I've been spending most of my offline time planning that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Hey, it's like a cowboy vest / life preserver. Either way, he's tactical blue, tactical orange, tactical Ray-Bans, tactical stash. Dig it. Dig it. It's almost like a Magnum PI meets a unicorn. Yeah, I love it. We'll put on this banded calculator, or the classic way to put on something from G.I. Joe, one arm up, over the Stetson. Will it work? Who knows? I might just end up busting that accessory. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Oh, there we go. A little bit of body English. I just put the hand forward. He gave like a fist bump in the air, and now he's wearing it like the merce that it is. And let's give him that. He's got some thick hands here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. I love it. Look at it. You see that? He's swaggering. That guy is swag. I didn't even do anything. That's his action feature. It's not kung fu grip. It's hip swagger. Look at that. Well done. I love it. Welcome to home. Welcome home, buddy. Welcome home. Okay. Oh, this is exciting. This is awesome. All right, let's go on to the next one here. See what we got. Yeah, this is the mailer box, by the way, that they are with. It was the box within the box, right? It's nice. I appreciate that. And I appreciate Super 7 for making these because they're a trip. And like I said, a lot of people can just re-release old figures, but these are same characters, but all new sculpts. All new sculpts. Super dope. Super dope. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Wow, this box is amazing, so to speak. Okay, let's make some space here. In fact, this is getting a little, well, you know what? Let's just crowd it up. Here we go. Arctic Snake Eyes. Oh, so awesome. Again, from the G.I. Joe movie. And neat thing, they didn't just recycle molds or anything like that. Like this is Snake Eyes' legs. He's got his little ankle pocket things. The leg is molded, or the jacket or coat is molded into his legs again, but the pockets are different than Cobra Commander, so it's not a rehash of the same sculpt. It's got a pocket there and everything else. And the grenades, I guess. You know what I mean? But they didn't just copy parts over. So there is some stylized bits there. He's got the fuzzy hood. Look at that artwork. Fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, I'm excited at the age I am now. If I was a kid, I would have plotzed. And there's your file card there. There's your nice roster on the back. Super dope. Super dope. I would bookmark this episode. If you're ever feeling down or whatever, you just need some nostalgia from unwrapping G.I. Joes, come check out this video. Yeah, this one's a gooder. Oh, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's his laser pistol that he uses in the movie. And he comes with my favorite thing, the boomstick. The laser boomstick. That's what they should have called it, was the LBS. That would have been wicked. The G.I. Joe LBS. But then they would have had to have come up with, oh, wow, that took some body English. They would have had to come up with some sort of reference for that. There we go. Oh, check that out. Glorious. And I know, there's every time they release a wave or something like that, there's a Snake Eyes, there's a Snake Eyes, there's a Snake Eyes, and I get it. But this case, well done. Like, look at that. That's like right off the screen. I dig that. And I always found that weird when I was a kid. Not that it bothered me all that much, but I was like, yeah, it doesn't look like it does in the cartoon. And I'll show you what I mean in one sec. Because, Snake Eyes changed his look. Like, he started off looking like something else, and then he became this guy, which I dig. And you've seen it in some of the other Super 7 figures, but I'm going to show you with a third-party figure. Let me just kit him up with his stuff here. Oh, look at that. Beautifully done. And I love the color. I mean, they're not shy to make it purple, because that's essentially what it was. Call it what you want, midnight indigo, I don't care. It's purple. But when you look at the other original Snake Eyes, and this is a third-party character, okay, so it's not an official release. But that's kind of what he looked like in the first few episodes, right? Kind of going all commando, and then he started going all ninja. So you got this nice little evolution of Snake Eyes going on from all the figures that are available to all of us folks, fans, and all that stand up. There you go, good boy. So yeah, that is super dope. I love the winter coat look. I mean, imagine when you were putting these guys on your Snowcat or your Polar Battle Bear. Snow Job was the only guy wearing the parka. Everybody else is just like, nah, I'm good. Wearing t-shirt like Bazooka. If they release a Bazooka in with a parka, I'll be all over that, like whatever you're supposed to be all over on. So there we go. There's Snake Eyes. Let's just take a quick sec here. Let's free up some space. Oh, these are fantastic. Bloody-tastic. I love it. I'm so stoked. These are going to look fantastic on the shelf. We'll just put these over here for now. Jinx, I love you. So does Falcon. All right, and there's Snake Eyes. He won't complain because he can't talk. All right, a little bit of maneuvering around here. Oh, yeah. We'll finish with that one. Okay, let's go with this one next. And of course, Femme Fatales, Pythona. If you were never big into collecting, she was never made in the original line. And she was made as a modern, and I think a third-party figure or something like that. To my knowledge, this is the only official release, but don't quote me on that. Maybe there's a convention one. I don't know. We don't get any G.I. Joe conventions up here anymore, actually. We used to have one in Toronto. That's north of the border for all of you folks that aren't from Canada. And yeah, to my knowledge, there was never an official release, but beautiful third-party work. And now here we go. Look at that artwork. She's even got the ruby there, and guess what? That's the same thing. A gem of that size answers all my questions. And she's the Cobra Law emissary, and I get it. I know all the crap about the G.I. Joe movie that's out there, and I don't care. It's G.I. Joe, and it's dope. And there's your file card there. Yeah, whoever the artist is, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's written on here somewhere. Either way, well done if you're watching. And there's your roster on the back. Let's take a look at her. That's glorious. Look at that. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Well done. Hooray for sci-fi yoga pants. No, I'm just kidding. You imagine. There we go. So she is cool. Let's, ooh, that was interesting. A little bit of dislocation on that one. Oh, there we go. Don't fight it, just get out. Oh, this one even came with silica gel. Oh, right, because the cape. Okay, I get it. Silica gel, don't eat it. Here's your public service announcement. Pork chop sandwiches. Okay, there she is. So the cape is a stiff fabric. So just so you're aware of that. So it won't, shouldn't tear as easily as the old cloth ones do, like Serpentor. That's always the case, right? The armholes tear. Well, her articulation check. She's got the molding. It's like 3D on here. It's not just painted on. All that weird, I don't even know what you want to call that. And, well, that's not. And look at that. Look at the hair. That's dope. The hair is a somewhat flexible plastic. She's got a ball jointed neck, though. Some of the others don't. That's interesting. And she is looking cool. And look at that eye makeup. Look at the paint on the eye. She's even got the slit eyelets, or the pupils, excuse me. Look at that. Well done. Well done. Yeah, she was something else doing all that when she did all the infiltration stuff and flipping and throwing stuff and that gross stuff she threw at the Crimson Guard and all that jazz. That's awesome. I like her. It's like she's almost like a counterpart to the Baroness, you know what I mean? But like weird. And I love it. Look at this thing. Look at that. How many people do you think are going to get in trouble putting that in a ring and giving it to their fiance? Hey, you think? Oh my God, sweetheart, it's not real. Pythona. She's wicked. All right, so that's that. Oh yeah. Now these guys were so cool. They were originally released in the original line. Their helmets look different. You know what I mean? Like there was always a different lost in translation kind of thing or whatever. They were sculpted nicely, but it wasn't like a pulled off the screen look like they're doing with these. So without further ado, the Royal Guard of Cobra Law. And I loved it that when they showed up, they just handed G.I. Joe their butts, because it was like, oh, who are these guys? And they were fierce fighters and, you know, strong and all that sort of stuff. Even Snake Eyes had trouble with them. And then, yeah, look at that. Beautiful card art. There's that peach colored cardigan. And look at that. Just well done. Well done. Classic boom effect in the background. I wasn't such a fan when it went all digital, but, you know, it's still cool. And Royal Guard. And he comes with the weapon, staff weapon, and the cape as well. So let's open this up and see what's going on. It also comes with the pork chop sandwiches in the back there. And this frozen stiff beaver tail, at least that's what it looks like. There you go. Does it look like a beaver tail? Oh, it probably tastes like a beaver tail. There we go. And yeah, there we go with that. Throw that away. Oh yeah, there we go. Actually, his cape that's really interesting. Her cape is way thicker and therefore more stiff. At least in this material's case. Yeah, her cape, Pythona's cape is way stiffer than this guy's. But different cut. Very nice. Good shape. The helmet is bang on. There's no microphone to lose. That might break off, so I'd just be a little careful with that. It doesn't seem weak to me, but you know what I mean? If you're about to have kid fun with this stuff, then it's, you know, just something to keep an eye on. But that's nice. I really like that. Super nicely done. And of course, it's only a test, a true victory, whatever you want to call it. It's only good they can hold their weapon. And there you go. I'm not going to do that la 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 battle cry thing because my voice doesn't go that high. Not even remotely. Oh, that's so cool. And he looks like he knows what he's doing. Hey, like he means business. So I dig that. I like that these were like clubs and swords. You know, you could use the broadside and the choppy side, choppy, swingy, swingy. I think that was really cool. Yeah, that looks dope. Nice. Recommend getting 2 because they're guards. And every time you put them beside a door, whether it's to the throne room or the toilet, always 2. But anyway, there he is. That is fantastic. I'm loving that. A little bit of Cobra Law action. And now last, but certainly not least, this guy was released officially in modern form, and I think maybe in an O-ring if there wasn't a third party. I don't know. I can't keep track of all this stuff, and that's just the way it is. So, you know, enjoy the video, but don't quote me on a lot of stuff because who knows. But Big Lob makes his move, and there he is. That is so cool. G.I. Joe reservist. The only one. He's like the only guy who's called a reservist. It's like, yeah, bring out the reservists. And there's one guy shows up and it's Big Lob, which is probably okay because he's probably an army on his own. Love the artwork. He's got the grenade in his hand there. Comes with my favorite accessory. I love that they're doing that. Beautiful peach card. And there's the roster on the back. Super cool. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's get him open. Beautiful artwork. Well done. Yeah, it's weird because I think the only, like they had, what was it? Lieutenant Falcon. They did Tunnel Rat. They had Beachhead, Chuckles, Jinx. They never did Big Lob. That's so weird. But we got him now, so better late than never. And do we ever? Look at this. Oh, that's so cool. That plastic is a little, it's a snug hold on that figure. And I don't mind that. I know, remember on the original, they didn't have that other clamshell to hold them steady, but I don't mind that whatsoever. As long as it doesn't break the Joe. Look at it, he's tall. He's super tall. I love it. The goal line is inside. You're welcome for that impression. There we go. Oh, so cool. So cool. Can he? Yes, he can. Can I kick it? There it is. Nice. Nice. Yeah, gets a decent hold on the rifle too, so that's good. Kind of ball jointed. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And there we go. Isn't that fantastic? Just fantastic. All of them. Amazing. Amazing. Well, there you go, customizers. I just wanted to have a little bit of a G.I. Joe opening with you, so maybe vicariously through me, it felt like you guys were here, you know what I mean? Like, opening G.I. Joes is just one of the dopest thing ever, and now thanks to Super 7 Reaction Plus, we get to do a little bit more of it. Keep in mind, too, there's also third-party vendors out there and all sorts of jazz. The G.I. Joe universe is still going super strong, and it's actually getting stronger if you think about it. So, in the meantime, I hope all your projects that you're working on are going very well. Like I alluded to earlier, there are some big projects coming down the pipe, including some other tools to help out, and we'll be going beyond just repainting vehicles. And you should dig it. If not, well, you're going to dig it. You don't even worry about it. You're going to dig it. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. It's going to be blabbering hands customs as opposed to talking hands customs, I guess. But there you go. Anyways, thanks for sharing this with me, and I hope everybody's doing well. And in the meantime, be safe and have fun.